I was almost not going to make this video because of the Tszyu loss. The biggest loss for a Tszyu since the death of Harambe. But hey, why not? As the performing arts in this country continues its sad decline, at least the fine art of pugilism is on the rise. People are understandably turning against the real theatre and heading towards the theatre of combat sports. And either way, it's a good bet that the white man will take a pummeling. So here are 4 Aussie boxers you may have never heard of doing extremely well on the global stage. A big 4 we can finally get behind. Number 1, Skye Opetaia, a fast, aggressive boxer and the current IBF Cruiserweight World Champion. Just like Cursor when he's on tour, the man has roots in the Central Coast and Campbelltown, which is fair enough because both of those places are known for producing speed. Skye climbed the ranks with a perfect record to become Australia's most renowned southpaw since that guy punched a kangaroo. He won the IBF title against Bradis with a broken jaw, which is ironically the only way Gina Reinhardt can win her fight against obesity. Skye is aggressive, locked in, and ready to maul like my neighbour's Rottweiler. After brutal combinations, he steps back faster than a white woman who's approached by an Indian man on the bus. There's a rumour that he knocked out Tyson Fury in sparring. Skye is a bigger threat to Tyson's well-being than happy hour at the local. The name Skye actually means victory in Sanskrit, but in Australian classrooms it usually means undiagnosed ADHD. We all knew a Skye at school, and if he punched on with anyone, like your dad on Father's Day, he's getting the big W. Number 2, Skye Nicolson. A true knockout in and out of the ring, Skye is the hottest southpaw since Jake Gyllenhaal, and the reigning WBC Women's Featherweight Champion. I'm not sure what the Saudis were more shocked by in her recent outing, her visible skill or her visible hair. She threw a perfect amount of jabs and crosses, which is the first time Saudi Arabia has witnessed a woman with equal rights. She has world-class footwork, which is also what OnlyFans models offer in their premium tier. Skye had an amateur record of 107.32, which is the same age as Rupert Murdoch and his current mistress. She says the hardest thing about boxing is making weight. She's the first girl from the Gold Coast to cut weight without an eating disorder. Definitely an Aussie boxer to watch. Number 3, Liam Paro, the current IBF super lightweight champion. Liam recently defeated Subriel Matias, widely considered the boogeyman of that division, in his hometown of Puerto Rico. To be fair, nothing motivates a white bloke from Mackay more than the chance to legally bash a black fella. Liam caused more damage in Puerto Rico than Tony Hinchcliffe's recent joke. His family is Italian, so his toughest opponent is saying no to Nonna's cooking. His fast, jittery movements keep his rivals on edge like a meth head on the train. And he's going back to Puerto Rico soon to defend the title and take out the trash. He's yet another crafty Australian southpaw who has become world champion against all odds. At this point, the only way to defeat these southpaw champs is to get the Catholic Church to burn them as devil worshippers for having a dominant left hand. And number 4, Sam Goodman. The man is on a collision course with arguably the best boxer in the world, Japan's Nayo Inoue. Inoue has done more damage in Tokyo than Godzilla. His recent demolition of Aussie Jason Moloney was the biggest act of aggression by Japan against Australia since they bombed Darwin. And Sam Goodman is looking to get one back. Sam is a slick boxer who pulls off more feints than a 13-year-old girl trying to get out of PE. It truly will be the land of the rising sun versus the land of raising a stepson because Sam is from Wollongong. These short kings from Wollongong truly know how to fight, whether it's their opponents or a receding hairline. Speaking of which, I added a second show in Wollongong due to demand on October 22nd, so if you want to see another short king who knows about punches, punchlines, and punching lines, come see me live. At 26, Sam is a great Aussie boxer who's likely yet to still hit his prime. He recently had a hard-fought victory over a strong Thai, which was like my recent trip, where I fought against my own sexuality because of a Thai who surprised me with how hard he was. Honourable mention to Tszyu. I didn't talk about him too much because everyone already knows him, but his fight against Fundora was the most blood spilt in Vegas since the Mandalay Bay massacre. He'll be back. And George Kambosos, who pulled off the greatest boxing victory by an Australian ever. There's not much left for George to prove. Recently, he bravely got in the ring with Lomachenko, but like the Russian army, his bombs were not enough to stop the Ukrainian march forward. Another honourable mention to former NRL player George Rose, who took the Curry knockout seriously to form No Limit, an Australian boxing promotional company rising on the global stage. No Limit is both the name of George's company and his favourite kind of buffet. It may be a coincidence, but Australian boxing has been on the rise since the introduction of lockout laws made it harder to fight outside of nightclubs and easier to get into a ring. And I'm a fan, so I want to see it thrive. The more name recognition these Aussie boxers have, the more leverage they wield in the extremely corrupt world of boxing, the least corrupt institutions run by Mexicans and Soviets. Thanks so much for watching. Check out my other videos. Come see me live. Shout out to my co-writer, and I'll see you next time.